What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, here we are for the Season 9 of PDL Draft League. And I'm going to be covering it on this channel, and hopefully you look forward to it as much as I do. I'm going to be covering my builds, my battles, my thoughts, and all that good stuff during the season. So if you like that kind of content, then let me know down in the comments below. And if you like the videos in general, then leave a like and subscribe as well. So, this is week 1 where I faced my good friend Market. If you don't know who he is, then he's a good friend of mine who I also host my podcast with, and generally one of the people who I just know the best in the scene. And he's been with me for a good while, and it's always fun when we battle and throw down. So yeah, so this is another one of our bouts, which I will be covering, and hopefully, yeah, you'll think that it is as exciting to watch as I feel like it is to play him. So this is the matchup right here that we have. On my side, we have Aegislash, Hydreigon, Heracross Mega, Raikou, Milotic, Nidoking, Uxie, Sarina, Diancie, and Dottler. And on his side, we have Greninja Ash, Excadrill, Venusaur Mega, Dracozolt, Hippowdon, Moltres, Staraptor, Mesprit, Cursula, Gramble, Girder, and Illumise. So let's hop over to my build real quick, and I'll explain what I brought for the battle, just to give you some insight. I brought a speedy Milotic. I didn't want his Dracozolt to punish me outside of Sand, seeing as that it is 75 speed max, and I wanted to get like a Scald Burn or maybe like an Ice Beam, like some good damage on it to make sure that if it's low I can kill it before it can potentially just one-shot me. So that's something I was really worried about. In hindsight, I should have probably brought Dragon Tail over Haze. We'll get to that later. And I should have also probably brought Flame Orb over Leftovers. Also, we can probably get to that later as we get into the battle. My Heracross is kind of a special, not a special set because it's physical, but it's an interesting one because it has no Fighting Stab. It has Pin Missile, which is a Bug type move, and it has Rock Blast, which is a Rock type move, and that was all the coverage I needed for this fight. So I brought Substitute and Bulk Up. Should have brought Bulk Up. The thought behind it was like get a defense boost so that you're more tanky, and because you don't really get to stay in for that long, and getting plus defense alongside boosted attack is going to help me break and survive at the same time, potentially behind a substitute. So that was the thought behind that. And then we have a Uxie with the Colbur Berry for Ash Greninja, with the U-turn for it. Setting up Stealth Rock's Heal Bell to get rid of all sorts of status, because he has a lot of status options on his team. As you can see, he has Sleep with Venusaur Mega. He has Scald for with the Greninja Ash, and he has just tons of stuff. Flame Body, Moltres, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. So I just really wanted to make sure that if he status me, he has Prankster Illumise with Thunder Wave that he likes to run as well. So I just really wanted to make sure that I bring Heal Bell to cleanse myself of all that shenanigans to get an advantage. And then we have Happy Chaos, which is my Hydreigon. It has Dual Stab Roost Taunt with Leftovers, and with enough speed to outspeed, what is that, Moltres? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Moltres. So that's how that goes, and Taunt is for the Mega Venusaur to make sure it can't do that much, and it's also for stuff like Excadrill and maybe Mesprit and things like that. It's just very nice in general against his team because he likes to do a lot of shenanigans that is non-direct attacking related. And yeah, and then we have a Calm Mind, 3 attacks Raikou. I needed extra sensory to be able to hit Mega Venusaur, or else I don't have the coverage I need. So that's the reasoning for me bringing that, and I can't outspeed Sand anyway, but the Shucket Berry was there to catch Excadrill off guard and kill it in return with Scald, hopefully. And then we also have Assault Vest with Dropkick, Rapid Spin, Knockoff for Moltres coming in, because it's going to want to burn me and come in for free. So I'm hoping to knock off its Heavy Duty Boots, because I'm pretty 99% sure it's going to be Heavy Duty Boots. Just so I can, with my Uxie Rocks, gain 50% damage for free. So it's a speedy variant, but just speedy, just standard set there. And so onward to the battle. Let's see how it all turned out. So I predicted him. I was like, okay, Hydreigon, I see no Gramble, and I was like, okay, perfect. I should have brought Dragon Tail instead of Haze, because fairies are immune to Dragon. So Dragon Tail makes setup options less efficient because I can swap them out instead of just having to remove the stats and the Pokemon still being there. But I was thinking, okay, Gramble, no Gramble, we're leading Hydreigon. And I was like, okay, if he leads Illumise, that's fine because I block his Prankster, and we can kind of just like scout what he wants to do or get a free swap from there. Leading Mega Venusaur as well, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm just gonna taunt it. It can't really Leech Seed me. It can't put me to sleep, so it has to attack me, and and I have Roost to gain off the damage. He's gonna knock off for removing my leftovers, but I still have Roost, so I'm not that worried. And here comes the Dark Pulse Flinch, which is unfortunate, but again, it's gonna just save me damage where I can just Roost up, so I'm not really that worried. And yeah, here you see he gets some damage, and it is unfortunate. And here I just bank on, okay, I reveal Taunt. He's probably not gonna sleep me, so I'm gonna go for a Roost or Leech Seed me. He's probably just gonna want to attack, thinking I'm gonna taunt it again. And I get that prediction right. He's gonna attack again. Sludge Bomb doesn't get the poison, unfortunate. And here we have the Dark Pulse where he clicks the Sleep Powder. So that Dark Pulse Flinch was really mattered because if he puts Hydreigon to sleep, he gains a lot of momentum. And I do have a Heal Bell for it, but the match would have looked different from what it turned out to be. So from the Dark Pulse range that Venusaur is at right now, I was thinking, okay, Dark Pulse does 26 max, so I can't click Dark Pulse. And it was like, okay, what if I could just click Draco Meteor? The only resist he has on this team is Excadrill, and even that's going to take a lot of damage from a stab Draco Meteor from a Hydreigon. So that's why I click Draco here, and he swaps straight into his Asgard Ninja. I get that prediction right. Draco doesn't miss, and one of his biggest threats, one of his win conditions, goes down turn 6, and that's huge for me. That's so huge for me. That takes so much pressure away from Mega Heracross, which has trouble with it because it outspeeds and can threaten with a 4x super effective flying coverage move that it might have for me. It takes pressure off of Uxie. Yes, the Colbur is much less useful right now, but it just makes Uxie more comfortable coming in and setting up those rocks and getting those heal bells off to kind of stay me alive, help me stay alive for the long game. So and it definitely puts off pressure on the entire team because it's the fastest and the strongest hard-hitting mon that he has outside of Excadrill and Sand, or without any boosts or anything like that. So just straight up, it's just one of his strongest hitters, and I'm so happy that I get it down. He goes hard Excadrill to punish. He felt really cornered with that play, so he goes hard Excadrill, which is completely understandable. I should have clicked Taunt here. Lo and behold, I should have clicked Taunt here because I know he's going to want to set up a Source Dance here. I should have clicked Taunt, but my instinct told me, okay, I can just go hard Milotic. It's no problem. It should have been Flame Orb because then I can tank so much more of the damage he wants to do, and I should have been Dragon Tail to kind of escort out that situation. I do see he reveals Mold Breaker, which means he's not the Sand variant. It's to defy my Levitate users, which is good because I have a lot of them. But yeah, I should definitely have been Flame or Dragon Tail here. He gets the +2 attack, right? And you see Rapid Spin is already doing 40%, which is super terrible for me. Because with this Rapid Spin, right, it's gonna put him in a position where +2/+1 speed, he can knock out my entire team. The only thing that survives at this point is Sarina. It has a 20% chance to live. I think it's an Earthquake. It has a 20% chance to live, or something like that. It puts me in a super terrible position, right? Or Mega Heracross also lives one hit. That's like the only thing at this point that lives on my team. It's Mega Heracross lives one hit and can kill and return if I get it low enough, and Sarina has a 20% chance to live. So he gets this, right? And here it comes. This is what the game comes down to. He rolls a dice and I roll a dice. His die is okay, if there's a 70% chance I don't get burned and I'm set up to completely sweep this game, right? And he gets that. If this burns, the game is pretty much almost over. Like, he has a burn Excadrill, he has an Illumise, a Moltres, a low Mega Venusaur, and a Hippowdon. And I have a Shuckaberry Raikou win condition. I have a really healthy Hydreigon, which can still roost and is faster than a lot of his team. and my melodic can kind of just like deal with it because I can click haze and I live a turn and to remove everything and kind of, so my melodic is healthy at that point. And Heracross is 100% HP, so I would have been in a stellar position if this Skull burns. Lo and behold, it does not, which is it is what it is, right? And so this Earthquake takes care of my melodic, which is fine. And then the game comes down to the second die throw, which is now from my side. He has a 30% chance to flinch with Iron Head. If he flinches me, the game is over. If he doesn't flinch me, I'm rolling the same die as he has. But if I miss the die, the game is over. If he misses the die, the game is over. But he has a he has a 70% chance to, like, if his die throw, I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically like 2 die, right? And if either one of us gets unlucky here, then the game is pretty much over in each other's favor. Lo and behold, he does avoid the skull burn, and I do get the, as you can see here, I was clicking pin missile. It's 100% guaranteed to kill, and he flinches me. And so now I have nothing left on my team to kill this thing and survive a hit and kill in return. Yuxi survives a hit, doesn't kill in return. Sarina has a 20% chance to live, but yeah, it's 20% chance to live. So I'm not saying the game is over and done 100% if I don't get flinched here, but the positioning for me is so stellar. I still have a Mega Heracross at 30%. I still have a full health Wind Condition Raikou. I still have a Sarina, which is Assault Vest and has the knockoff for the Moltres. I still have that hard-hitting Hydreigon, and although he has an offensive Moltres, as he revealed to me later, I still think I would have been in advantage, a strong advantage. So that is basically what this game comes down to. As you see, I risked the 20%. Ironhead kills me. Yuxi lives, but doesn't do enough damage to kill in return. If this crits as well, I still have a chance. The chance is bad to win the game, but I still have some sort of a chance. Earthquake, Shuckleberry Pop, but it's +2, so it doesn't live. And Hydreigon doesn't live as well because of the speed boost. It goes first before anything I have, and so ends the battle. And a 5-0 loss for me in the first week is really unfortunate, but Merkid did do what he needed to do based on his circumstances. He played it like he was supposed to. It was just unlucky that I got the flinch and that I didn't bring the set that would have granted me bigger chances. There was stuff I could do to get rid of this threat that I didn't in the moment, and it bugs me afterwards, but it is what it is, right? It happens to all of us. I also got a flinch victory in my last season, so it's not like I'm trying to be like, hey, the bad hacks only happens to me, people. It's nothing like that at all. I'm not trying to say that Merc didn't deserve his victory. He worked hard for it, and I'm happy he won, but it's just unfortunate for my case. And that is it for this week. If you liked what you saw, then please let me know down in the comments or by leaving a like or subscribing. It really helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And just keeps me going towards my dream. So thank you guys so much for watching this time, and we'll be back with week 2 and every week onwards. So hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for now. This has been your boy Soulbliss, and as always, see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourself and take care of your family. Peace.